guys? Welcome to the vlog. I just wanted to say first off, before we get this video started, huge thank you to everyone that watched the last vlog and that enjoyed it. You guys, it was really positive. You guys were really happy about bringing these back, so it motivates me to want to continue making them. But I'm drinking my coffee this morning. Today is actually an off day from my rehab slash training, but we're going to be doing something in the garage, so I'll be able to finally show you guys pretty much the whole garage gym today, and then kind of give you guys a little bit of the details of what I've been doing training wise. So I'm gonna drink this coffee and we'll get into that. All right, so we are here in the home gym. I figured I would give you guys a little bit of a tour. It's still pretty early in the morning, so it's freaking cold out here. But I wanted to show you guys, what we got. It's nothing super fancy, nothing super special, but it definitely gets the job done. And I mean, I'm really happy to have it. It's definitely more. If you guys saw the beginning of quarantine, at the start of the quarantine, I was working out in the living room of my old house and just sweating all over the ground. And all we had was a dumbbell that we loaned from our gym that we go to. And then we were able to set up a little thing outside of my old house. And then now we have this. So very thankful for it. And I'm really happy about it. But I figured I'll kind of just take you around and show you guys what we have and the things that I'm using. So the first thing I want to show you guys is this corner over here. So this is where we have the barbells hanging. So we have 3 different barbells, one for me, one for my brother, one for my sister-in-law, Sam. So this is mine, this is John's, this is Sam's. They're all the Wonder Bar from Fringe Sport. So they're more of an Olympic style kind of barbell. So there's no center knurling. And so what that means is this type of barbell in the middle, there is no knurling. So knurling is this stuff on the edges that you grip that makes it easier to grip the bar. So the reason that we like the bars with no knurling is because we do a lot of Olympic lifting as well as high bar back squats and stuff. And so for us, we don't need the center knurling. A lot of people like it if you're doing really low bar back squats because it helps the bar stick to the shirt that you're wearing or whatever. But for us, we don't really use that, and we use our bar mainly for CrossFit specific workouts, and having that knurling in the middle sometimes cannot feel good, especially if you the bar rolls into your shins or something like that. So we really like these bars. So again, it's the Wonder Bar from Fringe Sports. They're actually pretty cheap. They're not super expensive. And actually that wall mount is one of the newest things in the gym. But the next thing is down here. So down here we just have an assortment of different wall balls. So I think they go from 6 pounds all the way up to 30 pounds. So we have a good amount of wall balls. We have our PVC pipes for warming up. And then this is a little barbell hip pad thing for Sam because, she likes to do the hip thrusts. And then a foam roller. And then we have some dumbbells. So we have, I think these are 25 pounds, 10 pounds, 50 pounds. And then we have a kettlebell. So actually a really cool story about those wall balls, dumbbells, kettlebells. It was actually from a friend of my brother's. So my brother was at some dinner and he was telling a friend of his that he was we're trying to build out this home gym. It's just hard to find equipment. You guys all know it's freaking impossible to find equipment. And the guy that he was talking to, that my brother was talking to, he had a home gym. And then he was like, hey, can you help me out in the garage for a second? And then John walked out with him, my brother, and he was like, hey, I have all this stuff, literally take whatever you want. And it was his whole home gym. He was like, I am not using it. I know that I'll tell myself that I want to use it and I'm not. He was like, and I know you guys really love working out. So he gave us all of those wall balls, all of those dumbbells, the kettlebells, all of that stuff for free, which was really cool. The biggest thing, it's not even really a money thing, which obviously that's a huge thing, but it's just hard to find stuff right now. So the fact that we were able to just get it and then on top of it, the guy didn't want any money for it, was really cool. So that's a really cool story. We were very lucky for that. All right, and then next we have our whiteboard, and this is really cool. So we have a TV, and then we have this laptop, which is connected to the TV via HDMI. I'll get into why I have that set up like that, but it's very cool. And then on this side of the gym, we have our, basically it's a half rack. So it's from Fringe Sport. This is a very basic rack. So it's not bolted down or anything like that. It just has these J hooks. And what's nice is it has this little pull-up bar, which I've actually used quite a bit. And so, yeah, I mean, it gets the job done. It's nothing super fancy. We might end up getting a full rack at some point. And then I have, this is a 125-pound sandbag from Point One. And honestly, right now it's being used to hold down the rack. And then these are all the weights that we have right now. So we have two sets of each. So 2 sets of 10 pounds, 2 sets of 25 pounds, and 2 sets of 45 pounds. And obviously some barbell collars for those. Forgot to mention, I was using this as a tripod, but we have a box as well. And then coming over to the cardio section, we have the Air Assault bike. This was sent to me, if you guys remember, by Assault Fitness, I don't know, like a few months ago when we were working out in the back of my old house. So this thing it's horrible. If you've never used it, it sucks, but it's also really good. It works really well. Super awesome piece of equipment. I'm really, really happy that they were able to send that over. It was very awesome. We were very lucky for that. And then this is the newest addition to the gym, and holy smokes, I freaking love it. So this is my road bike. This is the Giant Defy Advanced 3, I believe is the name of it. I have this towel on there right now, but yeah, this is the Giant Defy Advanced 3. And then this right here, this is the awesome thing. So this right here is called a Wahoo Kicker, and it's a smart trainer. So what the Wahoo allows me to do is I'm able to, I roll it over. I always roll it over to right here, right in front of the TV. So I'm sitting like right in front of this TV, right? So I roll it over, and I am able to connect to that laptop via Bluetooth. I plug it in and everything. And then there are a couple different apps that you can use on your laptop. So the first one that I started using was Zwift, and that one's really cool. You have like a little avatar that you ride around this like fake world. It's a really cool experience. And then a newer one that I just downloaded actually yesterday that I used for the first time is called Sufferfest, which sounds intense, and like the workout that I did yesterday was very intense. I did a workout yesterday called the Full Frontal, which is a 4DP test, which I'll put it up on the screen. I don't know exactly what this means, but basically it was an hour-long ride of just like really intense, like 5-minute intervals and then a 20-minute interval and then some sprints. And it came up with what my 4DP is. And all these numbers on here, again, I don't know exactly what this means, but all I will say is that last night, it was really tough. But for me, it's really nice being able to use my bike, which, you know, I had to pay for. It was expensive, but not being a huge fan of riding out on the street. One, because it's just, I'm just being honest, because I'm lazy. Like it's a lot more that goes into it when you're riding outside on the street to make sure you have everything with you. You have to make sure if you get a flat, you have to make sure you know how to change it. You're comfortable with changing it. You're good at changing it. There's so much stuff you have to worry about, getting hit by cars, all that stuff. And so for me, I just noticed myself less and less going out on rides outside. And then when I hurt my back, it was even more exacerbated because just the position that I was in, my back did not like that. So for a while, I just genuinely couldn't ride at all. And then once I kind of got better, the thought of like, because of my anxiety and stuff, the thought of actually going outside and riding, I would stress myself out about it. So I finally pulled the trigger, got the Wahoo, which isn't cheap. I paid for it myself. And my friend Eric the Electric came and we set it up. Like it's been, I don't know, probably like 5 days. And pretty much every single day, I've been riding it because it is so much fun and it's just such a good workout. Like it's similar to, I know a lot of people talk about Peloton and like, you know, people love it. It's like similar to that, but you're actually using your road bike, you know, that you'd be using in a triathlon or a bike race, which I still want to do. So it's been awesome. Like having this place, having this space has been absolutely amazing. And I'm so thankful for it. I'm so grateful for it. Like I don't take it for granted for a second, especially with everything going on. Obviously, the reason we set this up was because of the pandemic, realizing, holy smokes, if things get shut down, like we are screwed. We literally have nowhere to work out. And so the fact that we have this now is awesome. But with that being said, I'm gonna do another ride. Okay, so before we start the ride, I wanted to share some things that I've learned since I started cycling that I feel like people probably, if you don't know about this stuff, you're like, why do people that ride bikes do that, okay? Why do they wear that stuff? So the first thing I wanna show you guys is cycling shorts. So these are the cycling shorts that I have. Now, the reason, I don't know, I don't feel like they have to be spandex, but they usually are some type of very stretchy, close to your body material. But the reason that people wear specific cycling things is because this humongous pad here, okay? This is very important because if you can see the seat on my bike, there is no padding on that thing. Like if you were to ride on that for like 10 minutes with no, it doesn't feel good. It hurts a lot, really bad. So you end up, I don't know why, but for some reason you take the padding off of the seat and you add it to the shorts. I don't know why, but that's what you do. And so I have these shorts. Now, something that's very important. Very important. I was very lucky that Eric the Electric, he's a huge cycler. He helped me a lot when I first started. He told me, if you are going to ride for extended periods of time, get this stuff. So this is chamois butter, or chamois butter, I don't know how you pronounce it. But basically what you do, and what I'm about to do, is you put this all over your butt cheeks and inside your gooch area, and you just lather it up in there. And then I usually put the excess on the actual shorts, and it just helps from chafing, because if you don't, you will have some like, oh, it hurts so bad. But like, your rashes get very intense. So if you are riding and you feel like your butt is getting hurt, I highly recommend this stuff. Like, seriously, you can get it on Amazon. Not sponsored. And then the last thing that I wanted to show you guys is the actual shoes. So these are cycling shoes. They have this little thing right here. So you clip into the pedals. I remember when I first started, I was like, man, that feels like so unnecessary. Like I don't feel like you need to do that. And it definitely, if you're riding outside, it's kind of scary, because when you stop, you have to unclip and get off. There was one time when I didn't, and I fell. Going 0 miles per hour, I just fell over because I couldn't get my foot out of the pedal. But the reason that you have these is because, so instead of just generating power by pushing down, right? You can only generate power pushing down if you're not connected to the pedal. But if you are connected to the pedal, you can generate power by pulling up as well. Now it takes a little bit getting used to, because when I rode bikes growing up, it was always the harder you push, the harder you push, the harder push, the faster you go, right? With this, it's how well are you moving in a circle, basically, with your feet, because you want to be able to generate power moving up and going down the whole time. But those are like the little things that, if you're not into cycling and you've never done it, you're like, what is going on there? But yeah, so I'm gonna get changed and we're gonna do a workout. I guess you could say it was a sweaty workout. Holy smokes. Okay, I wanted to show you guys something. So people always talk about how they wish they sweat as much as me, right? Check this out. You don't want this. Alright, so it is now like 11:30 and we need to eat, so I haven't eaten yet. So you guys know this if you've been following for a while, but I pretty much never eat before my workout in the morning. So this is what I've been doing recently. So I've been working with a meal prep company here in San Diego. It's called Fierro's Signature. If you want to check them out, there'll be a link in the description. But they do this thing where they like pre-make a bunch of food, and then you can kind of just do whatever you want with it. So instead of ordering like meals, you just order like bulk items. Like this is a bunch of rice in here, sweet potatoes in here, right? And then you can make your own meals. So what I've been doing is I've just been kind of making, I think they're called like Buddha bowls, but basically just a bowl. And then I'm putting 100 grams of rice. We'll do 100 grams of these sweet potatoes, 100 grams of broccoli, and then we're gonna do 6 ounces of shredded chicken in it as well. All right, so that's what it looks like. The sweet potatoes is under the chicken, and then we're gonna throw it in the microwave, and then that'll be meal number 1. So we just added some salt, pepper, and of course Tapatio, the best hot sauce. So we're gonna eat this, and then we are going to be live streaming today. So heading over to the office after this to live stream, but very excited. Your boy's hungry. So we're at the office now, and I kind of want to show you guys what I see when I'm streaming. So you guys see pretty much me in this position a lot of times, but this is actually what I see. So this is my desk setup. So I have my main monitor right here, and I have a little tiny mini monitor. This is just, you know, for like random things. And then this is the main camera that I use to shoot, and then this is my second camera right over there. But this is what the setup looks like. This is what I see when I'm doing my streams, and that's my PC, which I love. It's awesome. But yeah, so we're gonna get into this live stream. If you haven't joined, you should join them. Link to my Twitch down below. I'll see you guys there. So it is actually much later now in the night. It is 7:30. The reason that I don't vlog very much is because my life really isn't super crazy. So for the past few hours I've been in this area, in this office, and then I actually went home for a second because I had to grab something, and now I'm back, so that's why I'm in different clothes. But that's pretty much my day. Like, it's get stuff done at home, and then I'm at the office for the rest of the day. So it's nothing super crazy. That's why I'm like, man, with these vlogs I don't really know what to show, because I'm just chilling. Well, it's not like I'm just chilling, I'm working, but yeah, it's nothing super crazy. But yeah, that was the day. Nothing super fancy. I mean, yeah, it was another day. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I appreciate you guys liking the vlogs. If you want me to continue, let me know. Yeah, I'll see you next time.